In the last video, we bought a crash-damaged Triumph Street Scrambler and we brought it back to life. We did everything necessary to get this bike back on the road and moving again, but I want to do more than just fix it. Join us as we move forward in the next step of this project. And in this video, we're going to do some simple modifications in order to ride this bike on a 3-day trip across Wales. So, let's go over the mods that we're going to be doing on this bike. So today we'll be adding a luggage rack, bar end mirrors, a high mount mudguard and upgraded suspension. The bare basics for a trip like this. Getting rid of this seat, that's the most important thing because we're not going to be using it, and the rack on the back with the bag and everything, that's going to make this trip a lot easier. For this trip we don't really need the mudguard, but I want it just because it looks good. Bar end mirrors. Can't wait to get some bar end mirrors on these because these just look a little bit unfinished. They did have something on there, obviously they're not on the bike anymore, but yeah, we'll get this all finished off nicely, and not forgetting the quad block on the handlebar mounts. And with the suspension, they were a little bit damaged because of the crash. Only cosmetic, so it doesn't really matter too much about the function of it, but while we're at it, let's upgrade them to something a bit nicer. So yeah, a few simple modifications, some for looks, some for practicality reasons. Most of all, we're gonna have some fun with this bike. So let's get started. These items will enhance the riding experience to this bike as well as the practical side of it, and they'll look good of course. So I've been sitting on these Highsider mirrors for quite a while now, and this is the perfect bike for them to go on. Perfect fitment, they were a little bit too big for my other bikes, and yeah, they just fit the all-round style a bit better. I'll leave a link down below to where you can get these mirrors because they are really nice quality, nice big mirror surface, and they just look good. Can't wait to get these fitted. The mirror's on and they look great. Let's sort out the luggage rack next. I didn't realise it had bolted directly to the frame of this bike, but it kind of makes sense, doesn't it? It'll make it a little bit easy to manoeuvre this bike as it will act as a grab rail. With that done, let's move on to the Moto and high mount mudguard. A simple product that really adds a rugged vibe to the bike, and I think it looks awesome. Okay, let's sort the rear suspension out. So now the mudguard's on, it looks fantastic. I'm really liking the higher profile look of it. Now we're going to move to the back of the bike and look at the luggage solutions, because having a backpack for a couple of days, it can be done, but I want a little bit extra room because we're going to be riding in all weathers most likely. And to combat this issue, I've bought this 20-litre Rhino Walk backpack. It's just off Amazon, but it's a bit cheaper than the Krieger stuff. Well, I say a bit cheaper, a lot cheaper than the Krieger stuff, but the quality still looks fairly decent for what you get. So yeah, let's get this put on and mounted.
I'm not too sure if that's meant to be at the front or the back, but either way, it is on. It's not going to be coming off because the way these straps lock into each other. I'm quite happy with that. And let's have a sit. With that bag combined with my fuel backpack, which is made for my camera gear, but will be ideal for this trip again. Doesn't interfere with my riding position. Doesn't interfere with my backpack. But an extra 20 litres ready to go. And last but not least, the trusty quad lock system using the ram ball mount on the bar. Easy squeezy.
I'm going to run a charging cable from the USB port on this bike to make sure I'm always charged up and ready to go. Now that's done, we can hit the road and enjoy what Wales has to offer. All these mods made the trip so much better, even riding in heavy rain, everything held up with no issues. I'll link all the parts down below in the description if you're interested. If you want to see more of what we got up to on the trip, there's going to be a video on the second channel. Link down below, go and check it out. And as always guys, thank you very much for watching. Drop a like as always, and I shall see you in the next video. Peace. Come to Wales, it always rains. Always rains.